if this is the same herd. It's hard to tell unless we see that one individual with a slightly deformed horn. Ah, there's another calf. I see number 7. If it is the same herd, we need to see if we can find Brian's mom. That wildebeest behind, it's got her head behind that silver cluster leaf. Her right horn isn't looking too good. But I don't know if it's the same one. Yes, it is. Lifting her head because the sound of a blacksmith's lapwing coming over, that's being, ooh, that's interesting. It was mobbed by a red-billed oxpecker. Birds have a lot to say this morning. There's a fork-tailed drongo, and I think it's the same one that we had in the marooners who came over, followed us. It's in that wattle above the wildebeest. It's got a lot to say. And there's a birdsall starling that's also chattering away. Like the town crier, they're telling everybody all sorts of news that I wish I could understand. Sometimes it's very easy to understand birds because of the intensity that they're calling, and the alarm calls and the way that they alarm. Sometimes it just gets your attention, and I think they intend that's part of the whole thing, is to get the attention of something so that they can point out a predator that needs to be evicted from their territory, perhaps. Four, 5, 6. Calves. There's magpie shrikes coming in to sing too. Beautiful chorus. Let's continue. Oh, those two drongos up there having a duet. little bit far away, but
they can move through like shadows through this vegetation. And very common for them to stop, assess, listen for any threats, any potential sources of prey, smell the air. And like I said, it's not only for potential prey, but also for potential threats, other leopard, lion, wild dog. So there's a lot that this leopard is processing as he moves through the vegetation. And imagine he's all the way down there. We elevated, so we've got a little bit of a vantage point to see around. Imagine being just a few feet off the ground and your eye level with a lot of the vegetation at this time of the year. Okay, I have just turned my vehicle off. When I start up again, I'll give a bit of a rev, so just stay off and I'll give a rev when I start. Beautiful. Now it looks like he's come to say hello, and we got lucky again. Hello boy, what have you come to sniff around here?
well, I was gonna say let's go to Arathusa, but looks like Scott's having signal break up again. I'm trying to ascertain where he is. We're on Gowrie Main. He's somewhere off to our right, still north of us.
How long he will rest for now is impossible to say. He may well just have stopped to groom himself and may continue shortly. Either way, myself and Jason are not going anywhere. We will stay with this leopard for as long as we can this morning. Just to let you know, especially if there's any first-time viewers, well, I'd like to welcome you on board, and you have joined on a very exciting drive if it's your first. And if you'd like to ask any questions to either myself or Mark, you can do that. And to do it is you would hashtag Safari Live on Twitter or questions@wildearth.tv on email. So please send those questions through, and then VM, who's in final control, will relay those to me via my earpiece. And just to give you an update, Mark is now moving through Arathusa. and search for other excitements. So as soon as he finds something, we can always link back to him while this leopard rests. That's a black-headed oriole we can hear calling nearby. Ooh. If it continues teasing us, it's just behind us at the moment. Could potentially be alarming at the leopard. It may have a nest nearby here. I've never actually seen a black-headed oriole alarm call, but this one is sounding quite alarmed, I guess. Okay, Jason, it appears like the black-headed oriole has moved around to our left now, so be ready to pounce. Oop. No. It needs to do another lap. Maybe. Do you think so? Come on. Come on. It's sitting up. It's not close, but beautifully. Oh, there we go. That'll do. Well done, Jason. So that is the black-headed oriole, a beautiful bird. Bright, bright yellow body. And it's got a red bill. I'm not sure if you can see that. But it's busy sharpening for us. Or maintaining rather than sharpening. I'm guessing he would know what these are. VM, can you believe what you're seeing there? The one on the left looks... VM just said it looks like something that belongs in the ocean, was his response. And I couldn't agree more. Especially the one on the left, the black one. The red one's really, really beautiful. What kind of an understandable insect shape, whereas the one on the left is just bizarre. Well, I'm sure there are some specialists out there watching that are going to be able to ID these. I'm so terrible at that, I get so excited. Okay, so it's not an exoskeleton. It's still two different animals potentially. And Mark does seem to know the answer. You know what, we should probably just link across to Mark and get him to explain a little bit about these animals to you rather than him trying to feed that information to me. VM, why don't we just get Mark to explain to the guests? If Mark's happy, I'm happy, because if he's the one who knows about it, he might as well tell them the story about them.
Hey, a bit. No, we are not allowed on this property. Okay. Welcome back. And just want to get through this little very narrow cross and very interesting. Are we going back to Scott? The Twig Wilter bug. Now the wonders of modern technology, such that someone took a screen cap and then FC, I don't know how they did it, but eventually it came to a smart device on the vehicle, and I had a look at it. It's a species of Twig Wilter bug, and whoa, sorry Brian, you still there? Barely. And now I've got to look for some wilting twigs. Saw some the other day. Only really one type of insect that is a bug, although a lot of people refer to any insect or spider as a bug, but there is really only one true type of bug, and it's one of the characteristics are that it has a very long proboscis, very long, almost straw-like mouth part, and beautiful dead leadwood. The starlings chasing us.